Hey everybody, this is Donnie. I'm going to make a video about bonnets. Now, bonnets is actually a pretty complicated thing to figure out with carpet cleaning carpets. Uh, there's a lot of bonnets out there, but there's certain bonnets you want to use at certain times depending on what kind of carpet you're cleaning. Uh, so bonnets can be fairly tricky. I'll just, Now I'm going to miss some stuff in this because there's so much detail to bonnets. I'll probably make another video after a while, another time about it, but for the stuff I missed. But like this is your basic microfiber. And it's got scrub strips in it. That's the kind I prefer, the kind I recommend. This is a orc bonnet. This bonnet is both cotton and polyester. This here, this is just a thin, I call them micro bonnets. They're just thin, real thin bonnets. And they're part cotton, part polyester. Now, I'm gonna just tell you what I feel, just my opinion, and from my using these things. This bonnet, it's a nice bonnet for pre-scrubbing with. I don't like it for absorbing. It's so thin that it's only going to hold a certain amount of dirt and stuff in it. And then what will happen is you'll be running over the carpet with it, and it'll be scrubbing the carpet fibers, but the dirt won't absorb into the bonnet. The dirt will be falling back into the carpets. You just won't know it is because the carpets will appear clean. So, but these things only absorb so much. So when you use one of these and then you change them out real quick, you're going to be leaving a lot of dirt behind in the carpet. You just don't know you are because the carpets look clean. The fibers are scrubbed clean, but the dirt's falling back down in. Now, these are good bonnets for pre-scrubbing. What I like to do with them, I like to get them soaking wet and lightly squeeze them out. And then go over a pre-sprayed carpet with them and just thoroughly scrub the carpet and then yank them off and put them to the side. And then when I'm done doing that, I use either this or this to do the absorption with. Now most people, these are considered cotton bonnets. Most people consider these like you would want to use the microfiber first and pre-scrub, and then you want to use what would be your cotton second and absorb. But see, people say that cotton absorbs better than microfiber. I think to a point it does if you have a thicker cotton bonnet. Like this is thicker. This is an orc bonnet, but it's like 50-50 poly and cotton. So it'll absorb better than this because it's got a lot more room for absorbing in it. This is a 1-inch thick bonnet. This is nowhere near that. So anyway, I like to pre-scrub with these thin micro bonnets, get them wet and pre-scrub with them, then put one of these bonnets, either one down dry, and go over the carpet and absorb everything that's maybe fallen into the carpet, that's fallen into the carpet from this. These are all right. You can do 1,000 square foot with this as long as you realize you're only pre-scrubbing. And when you get done pre-scrubbing, you need to go over it with something like this or this that'll absorb. Now, these bonnets, these orc bonnets, a lot of people don't like them, but I do. I've used them for years, and I've never had an issue with them. Since they got some cotton in them, they'll absorb and scrub really good. They got polyester and cotton they absorb real well. They do a pretty good job. Now I've got other bonnets that are like this that are 100% cotton, made by a company that sells, what's supposed to be really nice bonnets. So, and these other bonnets, I don't like them quite as well as these. I've used them and I like them, but I like these better. These bonnets are probably my favorite. I like microfibers. And to be honest with you, although they're not cotton, they scrub well, and they absorb a ton of stuff. They absorb right into the padding on the inside. I mean, they're super absorbers. So, and these with these scrub strips, believe me, they scrub as good as cotton, pretty close to it. So anyway, now this bonnet here, I will use it exclusively on a small area, or a carpet that's real clean, where I don't have to worry about that I'm pulling stuff off the fiber and the stuff's falling back in again. I'll use it on a small spot. The problem with these bonnets is they get soaking wet real quick because I can run one for 40 seconds, and I can see water coming through the top of it, from the bottom to the top. And I know so once you get your bonnet full of water, you're done absorbing. I mean, your bonnet has natural absorbent pores that are in the bonnets. Uh, and when you fill it full of water, I mean, think about it logically. If the bonnet's fully absorbed in water, how's it going to absorb dirt, right? There's no room for the dirt to go because the whole absorbency is done. So when you get these bonnets soaking wet, you're done absorbing with them. That's why I don't like these. The fact is they work well, but they fill up quick and they stop absorbing as soon as they get wet, which is like pretty fast. But for pre-scrubbing, they're great. Uh, this bonnet, it don't. These bonnets, I've ran these for a long time, and the dampness does not come through the top. Same thing with these. These bonnets, you can run these things for either one of these for a super long time. And the bottom's wet, but the water hasn't come through the top, so you still got plenty of room for absorbing. You could even, if you wanted to, take them off and flip them over and use the bottom side that's dry and go a long ways again. This, you can't flip it and use it. Once you get it wet and it goes from the bottom to the top, it's just done. It's only good for pre-scrubbing at that point. These are nice bonnets, and they will take stains out and stuff like that. It's just the absorbency ability of them that I question, that I don't like. They work good for scrubbing though. I mean, they'll rip a stain right off a carpet fiber, so I do like them. If only for the fact they didn't get soaking wet so quick. I've got other bonnets that are like this from another company. Same thing. They're good. They're nice bonnets, but I consider these pre-scrubbing bonnets is all I use them for. Here's another deal too about bonnets. These kind of bonnets, you don't want to use these on commercial glue down. Whereas these, they're great for commercial glue down. If you put this on a machine and use it on commercial glue down on a rough textured carpet like a commercial carpet, you'll rip a hole right through your bonnet. I mean, that's how these things tear up. They're so thin, and they're up against the pad driver of the machine. There's no. It's just. I mean, the bonnet is just scrubbing into the machine pad driver is pushing into the carpet so hard. There's nothing for. I mean, nothing protects the bonnet from just rubbing through. These are thick. See, these things are like over an inch. They're an inch thick. They won't. The pad driver won't push them down to the carpet and scrub a hole right through them like on a commercial carpet like these. So I recommend these for any commercial carpets. These I recommend for residential only. I would not use one of these in a commercial setting. Look, I'm gonna make more video later on this because I can talk about bonnets quite a bit. But for now, these are the bonnets I use. And like I said, I've got bonnets that are like this. That aren't the work bonnets. You guys that know bonnets know who I'm talking about. And they're nice bonnets. They're 100% cotton and they work real well. But I like these a little bit better. I like them because they got some polyester in them, which makes them, it seems like it makes them move faster and stuff like that, and work quicker. They're not as grippy. So, but these are my main bonnets. These are what I use for pre-scrubbing. And that's I'm doing like a residential, like a bedroom or just like a little living room or something like that. I might use that exclusively, but typically I won't use that if I've got any more than one room to do. These, I'll use these on any place. Oh, and another thing, these will work good on commercial or residential. Whereas this is residential only. To me, it is. If you want to use it in commercial, you can, but you will probably rip a hole through it because the commercial carpet's too rough for something this thin. But with the rough carpet on one side and your pad driver on the other side is super hard. The bonnet just, I mean, it's just going to tear it up. You're going to put a hole through it quick, scrubbing it with all that force put on it on a commercial carpet. So I recommend you use these for residential. And they're good for residential, but if you're going to use these without other bonnets, like for a 4-bedroom house, I take 6 or 8 of these to make sure that you have plenty of bonnets so you can change them out real quick. Because remember, you can't flip them over and use the other side. The other side's going to be soaking wet and full of dirt because the dirt and water goes right through. So if you're going to use these, get a bunch of them. And then when you go to a place, 4 or 5 bedroom home, take 8 or 10 of them so you can change them out real often. These, you can use these for a long distance without flipping them or changing them. Same thing with these. The nice thing about these will do you like 1,000 square feet of trash carpet, and you still will be picking up stuff and not dropping stuff back into the carpet. So if these here do scrub better than these make up for it with their absorbency. So, but anyway, that's a quick video, and I'll make another one later because there's a lot of stuff about bonnets that I think I didn't say in this, but I want to make this just to get the bonnet thing going to start teaching people. A lot of people don't know nothing about bonnets. They think you just grab a bonnet and you start cleaning all carpets, and they'll go get some of these and start cleaning every carpet they come across, and that's just not the way you do it. You want to have a proper bonnet for whatever job you're on. But anyway, that's all for now, and I'll make another video about this later when I remember what all I didn't say in this one. So have a nice day.